What's happening, everyone? JayShockblast here, and check it out. Andor is one of the final DLCs to be released for LEGO Star Wars The Skywalker Saga. In Character Collection 2, we see 6 new packs, with the final 2 coming out on November 29th. They are the Book of Boba Fett and Andor. And the Andor season finale, I just literally finished watching it, and it was honestly worth the build-up. Andor has surprisingly been one of the best Disney Plus shows I think we've seen so far, and Diego Luna, right? He is just phenomenal as Andor. I loved him. And you know, even though we already have a Cassian Andor minifig from the previous Rogue One DLC, this one's really cool, and I'm okay with having a second. The characters that are a part of the Andor story are not exactly the most known in all of Star Warsdom, if you will, but it's still pretty cool that we've got them all. And I actually, it's kind of funny for everything that I'm about to say about how I don't know that we all necessarily would have wanted some of these characters to be, you know, playable characters in the game. There are actually some that I think were probably more deserving, but I don't know. I think this would have been a sweet spot of 7 characters for this character pack, but what we have is Cassian Andor right here with the long hair. The other version of Andor from the Rogue One DLC has short hair, so that's pretty cool. I like this version a lot. Then we of course have Luthen Rael, who is played by the scientist from the Thor movies. Yeah, so he's obviously, honestly, next to Andor, the second best character in the entire series. His character is phenomenal. He's mysterious. He's shifty, and it was really cool to kind of see the way it all came together. He is listed as a hero, as is Andor. They're both in the hero selection of the game, so that's really cool. Stellan Skarsgård. But yeah, he's a really good actor. I like him. He did a really good job. So we have some other characters that we want to like talk about, and let's go ahead and just do the 2 that are listed as Empire or villains. We have Syril Karn, who you know, I didn't really know where we were going with his story the whole time. He is fanatical. He makes a huge error in the series, gets himself fired, and it was certainly interesting to see how that all played out. I will say, obviously it makes sense to have him as a character in the game with the Andor DLC. I would say these are definitely the 2 with Supervisor Dedra Meero. These are definitely the 2 that make the most sense. She does a fantastic job as well. Definitely really enjoyed her story arc and her ascension and her rise and all that stuff. You know, definitely some cool stuff. So these are definitely 2 characters that I don't know that everybody's really going to care about playing necessarily, but they are still 2 very central characters to the story, and it does make a ton of sense that we got both of them. So, you know, Dedra Meero and Syril Karn. So that leaves us with one other character, and that character is a scavenger, Bix Caleen. Now, she makes a lot of sense as well. She looks like she has a wrench, and it is definitely nice to have another another scavenger. We're definitely short in the scavenger department when it comes to characters. It makes a lot of sense for her to be here because she's a sort of a minor character in the grand scheme of things, but she is kind of the love interest of Cassian Andor in a lot of ways, and that is, I mean, I don't want to do anything spoilery with the series, the season finale, because it looks like there's going to be another season. They certainly left it that way, and I'm actually here for it. You know, I really feel like I wanted to see. I kind of wanted to see Sintra and Vel. I feel like those 2 I feel like if you just did those 7 characters in one DLC pack, like we used to get with DLC packs, not 5 characters, we used to get like 7 or 8. I really feel like this pack would have just been perfection. But, you know, it is what it is, I suppose. So obviously, when we go into here, she's under villains, but we go to heroes. And, you know, this is the Cassian Andor we got with Rogue One. And then this is the one we got with his own Andor DLC pack. So I can see where there are some people that might have wanted something else instead of Andor. And I can certainly respect and appreciate that. But I do feel like that we did a great job with this DLC pack. And all of the DLC packs in Character Collection 2 make a lot of sense because they are definitely focusing on everything they've been doing on Disney+. So that is the completion of LEGO Star Wars The Skywalker Saga. The Galactic Edition is the finality of the entire game, and hopefully you know, we'll start hearing more and more about what they have next. The Game Awards are coming up. I do expect it to be Lego, Disney, Mickey, and Friends, which is going to be pretty cool, I think. So that is what I'm anticipating at this point. I don't know anything about when we'll hear more, when it's coming out, but this is done. Lego Star Wars, I did not expect a second character collection, but we got it, and that's great. And I really enjoyed all these extra characters, and I hope you guys enjoy the video. We'll see ya.